Hey everybody, my name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. I wanted to thank you for listening to this episode of The Morning Show. I'm the creator, the producer, and the host of the show. We want you to check out our website. It's themorningshowwithnatalie.com. You can go to that website. You can see all about our sponsors, all about the show. You can even listen to live episodes while they're going on right there from the website. Another way to listen to the show live is go to Live 365. You can download that app and just search for The Morning Show. It's right there. Super easy. We want you to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you will. That way you can keep up with what's going on The Morning Show. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. My name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. You're listening to The Morning Show, and it's Thursday morning. And you know what we do on Thursday morning? We throw it back to a classic from the 80s or the 90s. And today we are focusing on a group formed way back in 1946 by J.G. Whitfield, originally known as the Gospel Melody Quartet. They were renamed in 1954 to the group we know and love as the Florida Boys. Members like Les Beasley, Glenn Allred, Darrell Stewart, and, well, around 1972, they gained this guy right here, Mr. Buddy Liles, the bass singer of the Florida Boys for a mighty long time. He's with us this morning. Mr. Buddy, are you there?
I am here.
Well, we're glad that you are. You've made our week special anticipating today. I know there have been a few concerns this week. Was it going to happen? Was it not going to happen? There's been some internet connection issues. But, you know, we found another way to do this, and I'm so glad we worked it out.
Yes, absolutely.
And where there's a will, there's a way, right?
That's right.
Well, we sure wanted you on the morning show. Well, let's talk about your days with the Florida Boys. I know you were there a long time, and you had to have seen some pretty interesting things along the way. Tell us about some of those days at the Florida Boys, Mr. Buddy.
Well, I moved down from Cincinnati, Ohio in 1972, stayed with the Florida Boys for 26 years, and it was a thrill to meet up with the guys. They called me on a Sunday morning. Is there any way you could be here Monday morning to fly in from Cincinnati to Pensacola, and we want to talk to you about joining the group? I said, I'll be there. And so I came, and we tried out. We worked for about an hour on a PA system, and a few minutes later, Les said, "Why don't we go down and have a sandwich?" He said, "Buddy, if you're interested, you got the job if you want it." I said, "I'm interested, and I want the job." And so I stayed 26 years.
26 years. Mr. Buddy, that's a long time. Of all the bass singers out there, I'm sure that there are some that have stayed with particular groups that long, but it's not a crowded category. There's not many of them. Not many bass singers have stayed with the same group 26 years. What a career.
That's true. I was working with I always said, not only professional people, but they were family people also. Mm-hmm. And so they were hardworking people to be around, and we just joined right in, and everywhere we go, we try to give the people the best we could give them every time we sang.
And you always did. I saw the Florida Boys in concert many times when I was young, and it was always a treat. It was always exciting to go see the Florida Boys. Well, we had you on today specifically to talk about a song that was a big, big song for the Florida Boys back in the day. When he was on the cross, I was on his mind. You remember that song, Mr. Buddy?
That song will never leave my mind. I can remember when we were in Nashville recording. Ronnie Henson came by and he said, "I've got a song that I'd like for you to record or listen to, but I don't have it quite finished." So he came back about 2 hours later and said, "I finished the second verse, and I'm asking you to at least listen to the song." And we listened, and we said, "Let's get it on tape as quick as we can." And it was when he was on the cross, I was on his mind. And the most unusual song, but the most unusual message, and became number one on the charts for, I think, 2 years in a row. And so the people still love that song. They want to hear it all the time.
Well, I want to hear it too. Let's play it this morning. We're throwing it back to the Florida Boys. When he was on the cross, I was on his mind.
I'm not on an ego trip. I'm nothing on my own. I make mistakes and often slip, just common flesh and bones. But I'll prove someday just what I say. I'm of a special kind. When he was on the cross, I was on his mind. A look of love was on his face. The thorns were on his head. The blood was on that scarlet robe, and stained crimson red. Though his eyes were on the crowd that day, he looked ahead in time. 'Cause when he was on the cross, I was on his mind. He knew me, yet he loved me. He whose glory makes the heavens shine, so unworthy of such mercy. Yet when he was on the cross, I was on his mind. Yet when he was on the cross, I was on his mind.
Well, there it was, that classic hit from the Florida Boys, When He Was on the Cross, I Was on His Mind. Brother Buddy, I believe it's as good today as it was then. What do you think?
Yes, absolutely. It rings a bell to me every time I hear it on the radio or I'm playing it in my automobile. It always rings a bell. And I said, I remember those days.
Well, Mr. Buddy, do you remember when that song came out?
I believe it was 19. Oh my! Let's see. I'm going to say 72, 82. I think it was 83.
I think you're right. I think that's when it was released. I know it went on to be Song of the Year in 85 and 86. Hey, Mr. Buddy, I wonder how many people across this nation have sung that song.
Many, many people. Several hundred, I would say.
They did love it, and we still do. Well, the Florida Boys, they've been a staple in Southern gospel music for a long time. You had Les, the patriarch businessman in gospel music. You had Glenn with those smooth vocals. You had Daryl with his red socks. And then you had that likable Buddy Liles rounding it all out on the deep bass notes. We still hadn't gotten over the Florida Boys. We still remember you guys.
Well, we appreciate the good thoughts and what you're saying. We appreciate that very much. Les, of course, is gone, and Daryl Stewart, the piano player, is gone. Right. But they made it to that place that they sang and played about for many, many years, that place called heaven.
That's right. We'll see him again, won't we?
That's right.
Well, look, we can't have Buddy Liles on the show and not play one of your songs. You released a solo project back several years ago. It's a great project. It's called I'll See You in Heaven Someday, and
There's a fun tune on there. It's an upbeat tune. It's called Let's All Go Down to the River, and I really like that one. If it's okay with you, we'll end this little segment with that.
Sure, absolutely.
Well, that's what we're going to do. Mr. Buddy, I appreciate you taking time out of your morning to come be a part of our show. You've made it special, throwing it back to the Florida boys.
The pleasure was mine, and I hope that our paths will cross another time.
I do, too. You've got a friend here on the morning show, Buddy Liles.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Let's all go down to the river. There's a man walking on the water. Come along with me. Oh, I want to see this man walking on the water. He can raise the dead from the grave and change the water and turn it into wine. He can make the lame walk, he can make the dumb talk, open up the eyes of the blind. Let's all go down to the river. There's a man walking on the water. Come along with me. Oh, I want to see this man walking on the water. See this man walking on the water. Let's all go down to the river. There's a man walking on the water. Come along with me. Oh, I want to see this man walking on